morning. Thank you guys for joining today. We'll just give a few moments while everyone joins in here. This morning's practice will be about an hour long. It's focused on the hips. You don't really need anything for your practice except for a clear space in your room, somewhere you'll be undisturbed for the next little while. And my name's Leah, and I'll be taking you through your practice today. Awesome, so let's just get started. We'll start on our backs. So go ahead and lay down on your mats. And stretch your legs out long here, resting your palms down onto your belly. And then just make any adjustments you require to feel pretty relaxed in this position. Allow your chin to drop down towards your throat so your neck can be long and neutral. Take the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, moving into a reclined tree pose. And close down your eyelids and begin to move into your breath. Listening to the steady sound that it makes. Feeling your palms rise and fall. And perhaps the subtle settling of your body with each breath cycle. Invite each inhale you take to move deeper inside, beginning to unravel that right hip. Thighs are heavy. Allow any noise from your morning to fall into the background of your experience. And starting to simplify what's going on in your mind. Use your breath as that anchor point when distractions inevitably arrive at any point during your practice today. Stretch out your right leg long and take your left foot into your right inner thigh, supine tree. Again, just becoming heavy here. Once you find this shape, relax into it. Make a silent commitment to yourself this morning to work towards being present, to challenge your body, but also to rest when you need. And to honor where you're at. Find about 5 more full breaths here. Jaw begins to relax. Soften your forehead. Use your next inhale to stretch your left leg out long, landing for a few moments. Just find stillness, feeling into your legs. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then open your mouth, sigh. One more time, just like that, fill up, breathe in. And sigh that out. Gather your knees into your chest, give yourself a tight squeeze. Rock your body side to side. Interlace your fingers over your right shin, stretch your left leg out long. And then as you press into your heels, begin to work your right knee wide towards that shoulder. You can find some movement here if you'd like by circling into your right ankle, just awakening that small joint, finding your range of motion for today, noticing any stickiness or restriction and perhaps pausing. Find circles in the opposite direction if you're choosing movement. And then allow your foot to come back into stillness. Toes draw up towards your shin. Reach to grab your ankle or the outside edge of your foot for a half happy baby. If your left hip starts to lift, bring the sole of that foot down onto your mat. So just being gentle here because we're still just exploring, and this posture tends to feel a little bit deep at times. If you do have the space, you can begin to work your right toes towards the wall behind your head. Maybe that leg even straightens out. And taking a couple more breaths here. Use an inhale to pull your right knee back into your chest. You can straighten your left leg if it's bent. And then open your right arm in a half cactus or T. Cross your knee to the left for a reclined twist. Drop your right leg heavy towards your mat. You can use your left palm here to guide it closer. Option to bend your left knee and to reach down and grab that foot. So finding a bind here with your right hand to your left foot. Wherever you land, just let your body sink down. Your gaze might move over your right shoulder, twisting up into your neck as well. Inhales expand deep into your lungs. And with each exhale, drop deeper into this posture, yielding to gravity, yielding to your breath. Move slowly back through center, deep breath in, hug your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side if that feels good. And then we'll meet in our winter moving pose on the opposite side. Right leg extends, interlace your fingers to the webbing over your left shin. And then start to work that knee wide around the side of your left rib cage. You'll feel a nice compression into your hip flexor. Begin to circle your ankle. If you're craving stillness today, you're also welcome to just stay right where you are. But if you are moving, circle your ankle in the opposite direction, nice and slow. Play with fanning out your toes. Curl your toes back up towards your shin. And then reach with your left hand to grab your ankle or the outside edge of your foot, half happy baby. Again, you might bend into your right knee, plant your foot down, stabilizing your pelvis. And then work your left toes towards the back of the room, using the strength in your arm. Both shoulder blades are rooting down. You can bend and straighten your knee a few times, and checking out where you're at. Hold softness in your face. You might even close your eyes here, alleviating those visual distractions that tend to arise. Pull your knee back into your chest, breathe in. Right leg extends long, and then open your left arm, cross your knee to the right for a reclined twist. This is a great place to stay, working your left knee closer to your mat, or you can bend your right knee, grab that foot with your left hand. Let go of any tension in your shoulders. Last 2 breaths here. Inhale your body back through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Take the soles of your feet down onto your mat and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. That foot stays flexed. Grab the back of your left thigh and extend that leg straight up into the air, almost as though you're standing on the ceiling. Spread your toes wide on both feet and then rock a little bit side to side. So you'll notice as you pull your legs more to the left, you'll deepen the sensation in your right hip. Work your right knee away from your body to find that deeper external rotation in your hip joint. Moving yourself back through center, release both feet down. Let's switch sides with your left ankle crossed over your right thigh. Interlace your fingers to the back of that leg. Reach your right leg high into the air. Press into your heel. And then move your left knee away from your body. And play with that movement side to side, taking your own pace, a pace that allows your breath to stay easy and smooth. And come back through center, release. Roll yourself over to one side and press up into a tabletop position. Take your shoulders over top of your wrists. Bring lots of space between your fingers. And then scoop your chest forward with a deep breath in, cow pose. Exhale to reverse that, round your spine, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift your chest up. Imagine you're ripping your mat apart with your knees, thighs are active. Exhale to reverse that, inner thighs hug towards the midline, belly draws in. Move like this with the rhythm of your own breath. You're free to move side to side, opening the sides of your rib cage, roll out your neck, lubricating into the ball and socket joint that is your hips and your shoulders. Move yourself back into a neutral tabletop. Take your knees wide, toes together, and then sink your hips to your heels. Reach forward, child's pose, Balasana. Rest your forehead down, rock your head side to side, just massaging into your space between your eyebrows, your third eye. Walk your arms over to the left edge of your mat, stretch out laterally through your back. You can stack your right palm on top of your left. Head and neck stay relaxed. Inhale, move your body back through center, reach forward, find length. Exhale, walk your arms over to the right edge of your mat. Left palm might stack on top of your right. Press your hips back towards your heels. Move your breath deep into your belly. Inhale back through center. Shift yourself forward into a tabletop position. Reach your left leg back. Keep it parallel to your mat, toes point down. Reach your right arm forward. Just hold here. Gazes down. Find your balance. Your core naturally engages here. Feel your abdominals firming. And then release your hand and knee down. Stretch your right leg back, left arm forward, hold here, lengthening from that back heel through your fingertips. Left thumb faces up towards the ceiling. Plug your shoulder blade down your back. Full inhale here. And exhale to release, tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Pull your hips actively towards the back of the room. Pedal out your legs. Press down evenly into all 10 fingertips. And soften your chest towards your thighs. Inhale your right leg high into the air. Bend your knee, open up through your hips. Heel draws in towards your glutes. Begin to circle your right knee out to the side, drawing large and slow circles. Breathe through. If it feels challenging today, that's okay. Often these are movements we don't often take. And so sometimes it feels a little foreign in our body. Circle in the opposite direction. Maybe drawing those circles a little bit larger now. Guide your right foot between your palms and drop your back knee down. Reach up for a kneeling lunge. Get low into your front knee and then interlace your hands behind your back. Pull your knuckles down towards your mat. Lift your sternum up. Feel your collarbones widen. Stretch your arms high into the air. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands to your mat, framing your front foot. Straighten into your front leg for half splits. Ardha Malasana. Pull your right toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to deepen your fold. Right hip moves towards the back right corner of your mat. Always keeping a pretty neutral pelvis in these types of positions. So as your right hip draws back, pull your left hip forward. Feel the engagement through your inner thighs. And then if you have space in your body, walk your hands over to the right edge of your mat. Continue to lead with your chest. Pull your shoulder blades down. Last 2 breaths here. Inhale, walk your arms back to the top of your mat, deep lunging your front knee. Walk your right foot open wide. Turn your toes out to about 2 o'clock, lizard pose. Roll onto the pinky side edge of your foot. And just check in here. Option to come down onto your elbows. Pull your collarbones forward. And then from wherever you are, tuck your back toes under. Pick up your back knee. Start to engage that back leg. Left glute muscles activate. And pressing that hip a little bit higher. Good, rise up to your hands. Stretch your right leg high into the air. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Breathe in. Come high up onto your left toes. Exhale, sink your left heel down towards your mat. Let's take 2 more. Inhale, high on your left toes. Exhale, heel sinks down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, heel drops down towards your mat. Step your right foot down, downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. Take a breath in and a breath out. Again, inhaling. Exhale. Stretch your left leg up. Breathe in. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Stabilize your shoulders here. They're level to your mat. And then start to circle your knee out to the sides. Drawing those circles as large as you can. Maintain even pressure in both of your palms. So you press so much into your fingertips that your wrists stay light. Circle your knee in the opposite direction. Smooth out any creases in the back of your neck. Head is heavy. Guide your foot forward. Lower your back knee down. Kneeling lunge. Anjaneyasana. Get low into your front knee. And then take the opposite grip with your hands. Interlace them behind your back. Pull your knuckles down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Leaning your upper body back into a back bend. Drop your tailbone down towards your mat. Hug your low belly in. Arms reach high with your next breath in. Exhale, take your hands to your mat. Straighten your front leg, half splits. Land your hips over your right knee. Left toes draw actively up. Find length as you breathe in. And then deepen your fold as you breathe out. Continue to move like that. Subtle pulsations with your breath. Left hip is drawing towards that back left corner of your mat. And then if you're going there, walk your hands to the left edge of your mat. Broad across the chest. Soften your gaze. Inhale, walk your hands forward, deep lunge in your front knee. Heel toe your left foot wide, toes pivot outwards for your lizard pose. Rolling onto the outer edge of your foot, keep a straight line from your heel to your knees, so your ankle is neutral, and then maybe you're coming down onto your elbows. Tuck your back toes under wherever you are. Pick up your back knee. Right toes drive down into your mat, so your back leg is strong and engaged. Hips are level to the earth. Reach your chest forwards and press up to your palms. Inhale your left leg up into the air. Bend your knee, open your hip. Come high up onto your right toes. Exhale, sink your right heel down. 2 more times with your own breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale to sink down. 1 more time, breathe in, rise. Heel sinks, breathe out. Step your foot down to your mat, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Again, inhaling, exhaling. Walk your thumbs together at the top of your mat. Take your gaze forward, step or hop into a yogi squat. Feet are wide, hips drop down low, and then take your palms together to meet. Work your chest up towards your thumbs, pressing elbows into the sides of your knees, and knees back into your elbows if that's available for you today. Now take your right hand down to your mat. Inhale, your left arm reaches up, find a twist. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Inhale, reach your right arm up, twisting. Exhale to release that hand to your mat. 1 more time to the left, breathe in, look up. Exhale, release your hand down. Right side, inhale, look to your right palm. Exhale, palms to your mat, forward fold. Walk your feet in so they're hip distance apart. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Ragdoll your upper body. Feeling your belly rest on your thighs so you can keep a bend in your knees here. Shake your head yes and no. Returning through center, take your fingertips down to your mat. Reach your right arm up, find a twist. Deep bend in your left knee. Look up to your right thumb. Pull length from your tailbone through the top of your head, spine as long as you rotate. And then take your right fingertips into your left hip crease, half bind. Pull your belly button inwards. Exhale, release, forward fold, fingertips down. Inhale, reach your left arm up, standing twist. Press down evenly through your feet. Work your left leg straighter than your right. Rotate your gaze to the ceiling, but keep length in the back of your neck. Now tuck your left fingers into your right hip crease. Last 2 breaths here. Move to your edge. 1 more. And at the bottom of your exhale, let that go, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to thighs or shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, take a big stretch, chest rises. Exhale, bring your hands through to the center of your chest. Step your big toes together to touch. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, drop your hips down low, chair pose. Take your weight into your heels, just 1 in breath, sink. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your waist. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to legs. Exhale, step your left leg back, crescent lunge. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart here. Right hip draws back, left hip presses forward. Soften your shoulders down your back. And release your hands down to your mat. Exhale, framing that front foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up, twist. Gaze looks up, top shoulder peels back. Exhale, release your hand to your mat. Straighten into your front leg, coming into a pyramid variation. So if it feels more stable for you, you can hop your back foot forward, grounding that back heel. Spread your toes wide. Press into your big toe mound, so where your big toe connects into your foot. And then reach your chest towards your front toes. If it feels like too much, take your hands onto your shin. Bringing your mat closer to you, so similar to using blocks when we take our hands up to that front leg. Walk your hands around to the left edge of your mat. Move into a wide-legged forward fold. Heel toe your feet open. Feet are parallel to one another. Back lengthens, fill up. Deepen your fold as you exhale. Walk your hands over to your right ankle. Drop your hips down low, moving into a half squat. Pull your left toes up towards the ceiling, and then bring your palms together to meet. Find a nice long spine. If you feel a little bit unsteady, take one of your hands down to your mat. Finding that deep quality of breath. And release your hands down. Walk them over to your left ankle. Drop your hips down low. Pull your right toes high. Your extended leg is engaging. One or both palms move into the center of your chest. Ardha Malasana, half squat. And soften into your inner thighs as you elevate the crown of your head. So your pelvis is dropping as you stack your spine. Release your hands down. Wide-legged forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale your hands to your hips. Stand up tall with a flat back. Turn your right toes forward. Open your arms up. We'll set up for Trikonasana. Ankles fall below your wrists. Reach forward, breathe in. Land your hand to your shin or hover that hand to the inside of your leg. Extend upwards through your left fingertips. Lift your gaze. And tuck your right glute under. Work to stack your hips and to stack your shoulders. So almost as though your body's between two panes of glass, or you're trying to flatten your back towards the wall behind you. Press down into your feet. Rise up to warrior two, lunge low. Catch your gaze over your right middle finger. Press down firmly through all four corners of both feet. Full breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands to your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, and if you'd like to add in a vinyasa, you're always welcome to do so. Moving as much as your body is needing today. In your downward facing dog, tilt your sitting bones up. Roll your inner thighs towards the wall behind you. Feel the space in your lower back. Take a full breath in together and a breath out. Reach your right leg up and back. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Exhale, step your foot forward. Moving into warrior one, back heel grounds down. Reach your arms up high. Stack your right knee over top of your ankle. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. The bottom of your rib cage draws in. Take your right hand onto your hip. Straighten into your front leg. Grow tall, breathe in. And then twist over to the right as you exhale. Left hand lands to your shin. Right hand lands to your lower back. Or you can extend that arm up. Pull your right hip towards the back wall. Inhale to lengthen your back. Exhale to move deeper into your twist. Take a couple more like that. And pressing yourself into your edge for today. Stay for your breath in. Exhale to forward fold over your front leg. Walk your hands forward. Lift your left heel high into the air, standing splits. Guide your chest closer to your standing foot. Head and neck relax. And you might walk one or both forearms around the back of that calf muscle. Lift your left heel higher. Press into the soles of your feet. Breathe in. Exhale, step down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold your body down. Inhale, reach up, root to rise. Exhale, bring your palms through to the center of your chest. Step your big toes together to touch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop your hips down, chair pose. Get low, one breath in, weight is in your heels. Exhale, forward fold, release that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg all the way back, Crescent Lunge. Get low into your front knee, square off your hips. The tailbone is heavy, so almost as though there's a weight pulling your tailbone down towards your mat. Lean your shoulders back, chest is wide. Full breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, reach your left arm up, find a twist. Look up. Full breath in, stay right here. Exhale, release your hand down to your mat. Straighten into your front leg for your pyramid pose. Option 2, hop that back foot forward, ground your heel. You can try this different, longer stance variation. Draw your left hip back and down. Option to take your palms onto your front shin bone. Broaden your collarbones. And then walk your hands over to the right edge of your mat, wide-legged forward fold, toes spin to the side wall. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, drop your chest down. Grab hold of your ankles this time. Guide your heart closer to your mat. Hips are aligned with your heels. So to find that alignment, press more into the balls of your feet. Heels are light, but they're still connected to your mat. Take your hands beneath your shoulders. Walk your hands over to your right ankle. Drop your hips down low, half squat. We've been here before. Left toes rise. This time we'll add a twist. With your right hand down, reach your left arm up. Looking up to the sky. Left fingers can slide into your right hip crease here for your half bind. Or you can move into a full bind by wrapping your right arm around the front of your right shin and reaching your fingertips towards one another. So maybe they clasp, or maybe they just reach today. As you land, pull your chest up once more. And keeping that tall back, full breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. Walk them over to the left. Drop your hips down low, half squat. Pull your right toes up towards the ceiling. And then reach your right arm up, find a twist. Breathe in. And drawing that top shoulder back. Take your fingers into your left hip crease. Option 2, move into a full bind by wrapping your left arm around the front of your shin bone, clasp your fingers. And then notice if your chest has dropped. Pull your sternum up. Steady your breath. Soften your jaw. And exhale, release back through center. Inhale your hands to your hips. Rise up with a flat back. Turn your left toes forward and open your arms, setting up for Trikonasana. Toes are wide, fingers are wide. Reach forward, breathe in, land your hand to your shin, or hover that hand to the inside of your leg. Pull your shoulder blades together and down away from your ears. Keep length in the sides of your neck. Rotating your gaze up. Or if you do have a sensitive neck, you can keep your gaze down as well. Press down into both feet. Rise up to warrior 2, get low. And stretching through your fingertips, shoulders stack over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands to your mat. Downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. We'll take a few breaths here. So again, you're welcome to take a vinyasa, just flushing that out. or pedal out your legs, really finding any movement that you're craving. And child's pose is always an option as well. And meeting back in downward facing dog, full breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Exhale, step your foot through, warrior one. Right hip draws forwards. Root firmly through that back heel. Relax your shoulders. Take your left hand onto your hip. Now straighten into your front leg. Pull your left hip back. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left side, either landing your hand to your shin or your mat. Take your left palm to your lower back. Make sure your hips are level here, and then if you choose to, extend your arms straight up. Each exhalation takes you deeper into your twist. Lots going on here. And press down actively into your feet. Notice if your toes are gripping your mat. Spread them wide. Last breath in. And exhale, rotate back through center. Walk your hands forward, standing splits. Press your right heel high into the air, lifting from that right inner thigh, so you'll feel your right glute muscle engaging. Bow your chest down, gazes to the back wall. Hands might walk to the back of your calf muscle. Bring more space between your heels if you can, really pressing, full breath in. And then float your foot down to your mat, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Keep your feet hip distance apart, so about 2 fist widths. And then take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Bend your knees so much that your belly touches your thighs. And then keep that connection. Work into straighter legs, breath by breath. Elbows work towards the side walls. Neck is relaxed. Heels are light. Option to slide your entire palms under your feet here. Toes will touch your wrist creases. And even with that pressure in your wrists, shift your weight forwards just a little bit more. And just the skin of your heels is resting on your mat. Release whatever grip you have. Walk your feet together, big toes touch. Halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale, bring your palms through to the center of your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop your hips down, chair position, Utkatasana. One breath in, get low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back into Crescent Lunge. Taking a longer stance as we start to open the hips. Take your hands onto your hips. Find your balance. Stack your right knee over your ankle. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, straighten into your front leg. Inhale, drop low. Exhale, front leg straightens, keeping those hip bones square to the front wall. One more time, exhale. And press your legs straight. Land back in your Crescent Lunge. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, take your fingertips down to your mat. Step your foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Again, breathing in and out. Take your left leg, reach it up high, breathe in, hip stack. Exhale, step your foot forward, Crescent Lunge. Land your hands down onto your hips. Press your right hip forwards. Inhale, get low. Exhale, straighten your front leg, pressing down into your feet. Inhale, sink down low. Exhale to straighten both legs. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, legs straighten. Inhale to Crescent Lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands to your mat. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands through to the center of your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to chair pose. Press your shin bones back, breathe in. Exhale to fold, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back. Lower your knee down to your mat this time. And keep your fingertips down. Reach your chest forward. Inhale, drop your hips low. And then exhale, hinge your hips back into a half splits. Inhale, walk your hands forwards. Chest rises. Exhale, hips move back, half splits. Inhale, walk forwards. Knee stacks over ankle. Exhale, hips move back, Ardha, Malasana. Inhale, walk your hands forward and now to the inside of your foot, lizard pose. Pivot your back toes out, or your front toes, and then come down to your elbows. If that's an option for you today, so completely your choice. We'll add a twist from wherever you are, left palm to thigh, twist right. Start to work your right heel in towards your body. It can hover here, or you can reach back and grab the outside edge of your foot. The closer you pull your heel in, the deeper you'll feel this. And if you have a bit of trouble getting a hold of that foot, you can back your hips up, then grab hold, and then with your bind, lunge deep once more. Really nice. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Weight is sinking forwards. And release that back foot down. Press up to your hands, walk your left foot through center. Pull your hips back into half splits. This time we'll take the option to move a little bit deeper. So this is a great place to be. Or you can start to slide your heel forward, working into full split, Malasana. So maybe I just move my heel forward an inch or 2. Or I can slide all the way to my full expression, so that's about here. If you have a block, it's a great thing to use. You can use it under your hands if your mat seems far away. Or sometimes I'll prop it under that front leg. And that just helps to give some support. Be really aware if your hips begin to open towards the right side wall. And press your right hip down as you slide your left hip back, so this subtle movement helps to stabilize the hips. And so we can get into those really tight areas of our hip flexor. When we open our hips to the side wall, we're really bypassing those areas that need this stretch. Now with the support of your hands, walk your left foot back into your low lunge. Plant your palms down, step back, downward facing dog. Moving here as you wish for about 5 breaths. Rinsing out that side, let it go. 1 more side to go. And if you're ready, meet back in downward facing dog, joining together, inhale and exhale. Reach your right leg high, breathe in, bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, foot plants between your hands. Now drop your back knee down. Breathe in, pull your chest forward. Exhale, hinge from your hips, straighten your front leg, half splits. Inhale, your hands walk forward. Exhale, half splits. Sinking back into that front foot, breathe in. Let's do that 1 more time. Exhale, pull your front leg straight. Inhale, walk your hands forward and to the inside of your foot, lizard pose. Pivot your right toes out so they're at a comfortable angle for your knee and your hip. Foot is flexed to stabilize those joints. And then come down to your elbows if that's the option you're choosing. Take your right hand to your thigh, twist to the right. Pull your left heel in towards your glute. Maybe it's just hovering today. Or you can again back your hips out, reach back and grab your foot, and then take it with you as you sink low. Weight is moving forward into your right heel. Keep twisting with each breath and working that left heel closer to your body. Balancing effort with compassion for what you need and where your body's at. One more breath. Release that back foot down slowly, press up to your hands, walk your right foot through center and then straighten that front leg. So again, you can stay here. These longer holds are really beneficial to find new ranges of movement in the hips. And then if you have space, walk your heel forward an inch, maybe a few inches, maybe you work into full splits today. So again, you're welcome to use a block if that's handy. Definitely not necessary though if you don't have access to that. You can make fists with your hands here as well if you have sensitive wrists. Right toes are pulling up towards the ceiling. Draw your inner thighs towards one another. So everything's hugging towards the midline, muscle hugs to bone. This is an active position. We'll just take a couple more breaths. Breathing through that intensity, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, maybe a mixture of all three. One more breath. Use your hands to support you. Walk your right foot back. Deep lunge into your front knee. Tuck your back toes under, step to the top of your mat into a forward fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Exhale, bring your hands through to heart center. Take your feet open wide. We'll come into a squat position. Lower your hips down, bring your palms together. Elbows and knees connect. And then just close down your eyes, finding this pause to slow down your breath. I am present. Show up for yourself on your mats right now. And take your hands down to the ground. Lower your hips down. Take the soles of your feet together for butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Walk your heels in close to your body. Inhale, spine is tall, chest lifts. And then keep that length as you start to fold. You can use your hands or your elbows to press down onto your knees here. I like to use my hands, just some gentle pressure to work your thigh bones closer to your mat. And because our hips are so strong, sometimes they require a little bit of extra pressure that we can add into these shapes. And with your next inhale, rise up. Take your right leg open to the side, turn your toes up, and then plant your right hand to the inside of your leg. Big circle, left arm reaches up and over, side stretch. You can come down onto your right elbow here. You're welcome to reach both hands towards your right toes, but continue to peel your top shoulder back. And gaze lifts under your arm. And press yourself up with your next breath in. Take your left hand down behind you. Elevate your pelvis. Reach back through your right fingers as you ground your right toes. And float your hips back to your mat. Let's switch sides with your right heel through center. Take your left leg out long. Toes lift. Press your left palm down for support to the inside of your leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Choose to stay here or come to your left elbow, or you can reach your hands towards your left toes. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Gaze might lift under your right arm. And And press up, breathe in. Take your right hand down behind you. Stretch through your left hand as you lift your hips. Release your hips down. And we'll take one more forward fold today, this time with your legs open nice and wide. If this feels like a little bit inaccessible, you can take a butterfly pose again with your feet together, knees open. But we'll take our fingertips behind us, so giving yourself support, kind of like a little kickstand. As you press down into your fingertips, lift your chest. And then focus into your pelvis. Can you fold right from your hips? With that chest open. And then if you can keep that, take your hands forward. Elbows might come down. Or maybe you bring your forehead or your chest down to your mat today. Toes are drawing up towards the ceiling. Engage your thigh muscles. Inhale to press yourself up. Support your knees with your hands, close your legs together. Roll yourself down onto your back. Hug your thighs into your chest. Grab opposite wrists or elbows. Gently close your eyelids. And then take your knees open wide. Grab your feet or your ankles for a full happy baby pose. Press your tailbone down into your mat. And playing with any side-to-side movement. You can straighten your legs, perhaps noticing just how this feels compared to the movements we took when we first came to our mat today. And then when you're ready, take your knees together. Give yourself one last squeeze. And then sway your arms, your legs open. Make your way into your final Shavasana. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling, drawing shoulder blades closer together to just cradle your chest. Take a full body inhale. And then sigh it out. Again, breathing in. And exhale. I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Give yourself permission to rest here. To be still. Everything else can wait. Begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rock your head side to side. feeling within the boundaries of your skin. When you're ready, take a big stretch, arms overhead, legs extend. And then gather your knees into your chest. Roll yourself to your right side into a fetal position. And then take your next few breaths to make your way up to seated. Take your hands together to meet. And we'll just seal in our practice together with 3 cleansing breaths. Sitting up tall. Inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. Inhale. Audible exhale. One more time, big breath. Release it. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you everyone who joined today. I hope you have a really wonderful day, and I think this time I should be able to save the video, so it will hopefully be available on the Hot Shop live feed for 24 hours, and then later on our YouTube channel if you happen to miss it. I will see you guys soon, and thanks again.